Namaste everyone. In this video we shall solve a question from the chapter Surface Areas and Volumes of class 10. This is a competency focused practice question. We shall see how to solve this question now. So there is a person by name Sobodh. He is baking for his brother's birthday. He's baking cake for his brother's birthday. This is the cake, which he says the cake is 21 centimeter tall. That means the height of the cake is 21 centimeters. And it is having a radius 15 centimeter. I will assume the radius of this cake as capital R and it's equal to 15 centimeter. Now he wanted to surprise his brother, so he removed a cylindrical portion out of the cake as shown. So this is the portion which is removed. Now this is the portion which is removed, the cylindrical portion. And what is the cake that is left out? The cake that is left out after removing the central portion is the one which I have shaded in blue now. This is the cake that is left out. The piece that is removed is 21 centimeter tall. So the piece is the central part. This is the central part of the cake which is removed. Its height is also 21 centimeter. So I'll take the height of the central part as capital H, as I have taken it before, as both the values are same. So capital H is used to represent the height of the cake as well as the height of the central portion. If the cake weighs 0.5 grams per cubic centimeter, so grams per cubic centimeter can also be written as grams per centimeter cube. If you recall, this is a unit to calculate density of some object. Here the object is the cake. So what is this 0.5 gram per centimeter cube? Based on the unit, we can say that they have given us the density value. Density of the cake is given. So density D is equal to 0.5 grams per centimeter cube. Now what is left out is some portion of cake is left out and its mass is 6,600 grams. See, the weight of the cake, here weight refers to mass. Mass of the cake that is left after removing the central portion is 6,600 grams. So mass of the left out cake is equal to m, that is equal to how much is that? 6,600 grams. Now how do we find the volume of the left out cake? Why do we need to find the volume of the left out cake? Because they are asking us to find the radius of the central portion. So let small r be the radius of the central portion. So I will show it here, small r, and we need to find its value. So r is equal to question mark. See, here they are talking about height, they are talking about radius. This height and radius have a mathematical relationship in volume of a cylinder formula. Why am I talking about cylinder? It is clearly seen that the cake is cylindrical in shape. So volume of left out cake is equal to, I'll take it as V. How do we find the volume of left out cake? It is nothing but volume of outer cylinder minus volume of inner cylinder. Volume of outer cylinder minus volume of inner cylinder. Why? Because the cake as well as the central portion which is removed are both cylindrical in shape. It is clearly understood from the given figure. Right then. So now let's see how this particular equation will help us to find out the radius of the central portion. So V, which is nothing but the volume of the remaining cake or left out cake, will be equal to volume of outer cylinder. It is in general the volume of cylinder is pi r square h. R, capital R, is the radius of the outer cylinder, and the height of the outer cylinder is h, minus inner portion. Inner portion is also cylindrical in shape, therefore I shall use the same formula to calculate volume here, that is pi r square h, where r is the radius of the inner portion. As I told before, the outer cylindrical part and the inner cylindrical part are both having the same height, and as you can see, I have assumed the radius of the outer cylindrical part as capital R and the radius of the inner cylindrical part or the central portion as small r. Okay, so now let's see how we can simplify this. So V is equal to, what is that we can take common from these two terms? It is pi h. What is left out is r square minus r square. Now let's see how this particular equation will help us in getting the value of r square. Remember, we have to find the radius of the central portion, which is nothing but small r. Let's go back to what we have written. Density is equal to 0.5 grams per centimeter. If you can see, that's what we have written here, 0.5 grams per centimeter cube. Now this density is nothing but mass upon volume. We have learned this, mass upon volume. Density is the ratio of mass and volume of the object. Density is the mass of unit volume of an object. This is how we have defined in physics in 9th standard. Right, density is 0.5. The mass of the left out cake is 6600 grams, 6600 grams. So that's the value of here. What is the value of pi? The value of V, which is nothing but pi h r square minus r square. So I'll just cross multiply. So pi h r square minus r square, this will be equal to 6600 divided by 0.5. Now 6600 by 0.5 is same as writing 6600 divided by 1 by 2. So 0.5 is 1 by 2. So as you can see, 6600 will get multiplied with 2 here. So what is 6600 into 2? 0, 0, 12, 1, 13, 13,200. 13,200 it is. Now this is pi h r square minus r square. Now we need the value of r, so I don't need these two, that is pi and h in the LHS, so I'll transpose them. Here it is multiplication, so when I transpose it to the other side, it will become divided by, so pi h. Now this is 13,200. Pi value, he says, or he asks us to take the value of pi as 22 by 7. So we shall take the value of pi as 22 by 7. And the value of h, as you can see, is 21 centimeter. The value of h is 21 centimeter. So we shall substitute the value of h as 21 centimeter here. In place of h, I'll write 21 centimeter. So 7 1 times, 7 3 times. So you can cancel this by 11 2s are, so this will be 11 1s are 1 2 0 0, again 1 times, this will be 600 times, 600 by 3, 600 by 3 will be 200. So r square minus r square is 200. Now what is the value of r? What is the value of r? As you can see, the value of r is 15 centimeters. So I shall substitute here. So 15 square minus r square is equal to 200. 15 square is 225 minus r square is equal to 200. So 225 minus 200 is equal to minus, or rather plus r square. Minus r square, if I transpose, it will become plus r square here. So what happens? So 225 minus 200 is 25, that is equal to r square. So r can be found out by taking square root on both sides. So r will be equal to plus or minus 5. Square root of 25 is plus or minus 5, and r represents radius of the central portion, or in general radius, and radius cannot be negative. So the value of r will be plus 5 centimeters. So what is that they are asking us to find? They are asking us to find the radius of the central portion. Find the radius of central portion. So the radius of central portion. So the radius of central portion is 5 centimeters. So we have completely solved this problem, and we found the radius of the central portion to be 5 centimeter. They had asked us to show the steps. We have shown these steps. These are the necessary steps here. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like and share. Please share these videos so that it will reach out many more students, and it will benefit them in their preparation for board examination. Thank you again.